Hi there, welcome to another Zig Zag. I'm in King's Cross Station and we're just about to embark on the longest journey so far in the series. We're heading for a big city way up in the north of Scotland. So we're here at London's King's Cross. We're going to head all the way up the east coast of England and up the east coast of Scotland and finally end up here at our destination, Aberdeen, the Granite City. Just in time. See you in Aberdeen.
The intercity service to Aberdeen is calling out York, Donington, Newcastle, Limerick, Edinburgh, Inverkeithing, Kirkcaldy, Lucas, Dundee, Arbroath, Montrose, Stonehaven and Aberdeen.
7 hours later and 800 kilometres further north, I got my first view of the city. Well, I've made it to Aberdeen. And now all I've got to do is find the school. Aberdeen is the third largest city in Scotland. It's on the east coast and looks out over the North Sea. How would you make a map of a place as big as this? It's going to be quite a tough challenge for our third group of mapmakers, Glashieburn School. And they're in a new suburb called Bridge of Dawn on the northern outskirts of the city. It's about as far north as you can go within the city limits. Glashieburn Primary School, Bridge of Dawn?
Yes!
I hope you're not too busy. We've got no time to lose. I'm Sally from Zig Zag and I've been sent up from London all the way up here to set you lot a challenge. And that is, I want you to make a map of the city of Aberdeen, okay? Not just around this area, but the whole city of Aberdeen. And on this map, you should put on it what you think are the most important parts of Aberdeen. Now, you've only got 5 days in which to make this map. Do you think you can do this challenge?
Yes!
Well, Glashieburn really got their teeth into it and started brainstorming which are the most important places in the city.
Caduna's fun fair. Caduna's fun fair, right?
Stratosphere is like a science museum. It's like hands-on, so you can really figure out how it works and everything.
The railway station. The railway. Bridge of Dawn Beach. Victoria Park. Duffy Park.
The Winter Gardens in Duffy Park.
Glashieburn School.
Pittodrie. It's Aberdeen football stadium where they play their home games.
The Aberdeen strikers in possession again. That's a good effort there. Shearer! The opener for Aberdeen!
The golf courses. We've got the Bonaccord Centre and Trinity Centre, shopping centres. Places in Old Aberdeen like King's College and St Mapmakers Cathedral.
His Majesty's Theatre.
The River Don where you can go fishing.
The River Dee. That's 2 rivers you think we should put on that.
Dice Airport. There's a lighthouse. I think it's south of the leisure centre. There's actually 2 of them because it's down by the harbour. There's the oil rigs that are dotted around quite far out at sea.
Aberdeen has always been a busy seaport. For most of the city's history, it's been home to a large fishing fleet. But in the last 20 years, the harbour has brought new prosperity to the city. These ships are serving a new industry that grew up after the discovery of North Sea oil in the 1960s. We made the harbour our first port of call, and Karen told me where all the ships are going.
They're going out to sea and to other places in the world, and plus there's boats going out and taking stuff to the oil rigs way out in sea.
All this new activity has made Aberdeen into the oil capital of Britain. Before that, the harbour must have looked quite different.
Before, it might have been more people going out fishing.
Yeah, so this is quite a new development then, the actual North Sea oil. Tell me, what is this actually a river coming out here that's going to sea?
The River Dee.
The River Dee. So already we've seen two important things that will go on the map: the harbour and the River Dee. For the next part of our visit, we made our way back up the old streets towards the city centre. High above this narrow road runs Union Street, Aberdeen's main thoroughfare. There are lots of shops on Union Street, and at the far end, one of the city's most famous buildings, the Town House. Now that's got to be on the map. Union Street runs dead straight for over a kilometre. Halfway along, we turned off it. What's that building over there?
The library.
The library and His Majesty's Theatre's there. Would somebody like to tell me what on earth is going on down there?
I think they're making new roads.
They're making new roads.
I think it's
A new railway line. I think you're right. I think what they may be doing is a new train track plus a road, maybe. The spire of the old Kirk of St Nicholas is another famous landmark in the city. We passed it on our way to a new shopping centre, the Bon Accord Centre. Right, come on, tell me, what's your favourite shop in this centre?
And my dad's shop.
Yours down there.
The American Coffee.
His dad's shop is up here. Where is it?
It's over here. Intersport. You'll see it.
Where's Intersport?
Just down there.
Intersport in there. And what's up on this level?
Well, just most of the
What's that over there?
Game shop.
Oh, game shop over there. That looks good. And there's John Lewis. Should we go this way? Let's go to the left. The Bon Accord Centre is gleaming in glass and silver, but it's not from these modern materials that Aberdeen gets its nickname, the Silver City. That comes from the very stone that it's built from.
Granite. 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 Granite.
A whole city built from granite. When the sun shines, it glitters and sparkles. Aberdeen granite has been used in cities all over the world, but there's nothing quite like these buildings anywhere else. All of the granite came from deep quarries like this one, Rubislaw Quarry. It's not used anymore, so it's filled up with water. But don't fall in because it's over 100 metres deep. Our last visit took us to Old Aberdeen, which is quite different from the rest of the city. Now, this looks like a rather historic place. Where are we now? King's College. Oh, you mentioned that yesterday, didn't you? Is this one for the map then?
Yeah. Buildings are made of sandstone, and all the other parts of Aberdeen are made of granite.
Is there anything else that's different in Old Aberdeen?
Cobbled streets.
The cobbled streets, exactly, yeah. A little further down the cobbled streets is St Mapmakers Cathedral. It stands high above one of the many parks that'll go on the map, Seaton Park. And on the far side of the park, crossing the River Don, is the old Briggle Balgownie. And a little further downriver is the Bridge of Don, which brought us back where we started from. On the third day, we took to the air to get a better view of the whole city. Well, we couldn't be in better hands today because, as Aberdeen is the oil capital of Britain, one of the largest companies, Shell, have very kindly lent us their plane to fly up today. So let's go and see if this view will help us with our map. Come on, guys, let's go.
8517, clear. Take off, right turn out. Brakes on. Positive climb with the turn track.
The airport is to the north of the city, and we could clearly see where the city begins and ends, the city limits. Robert borrowed his dad's video camera, and this is what he saw.
What's that out there? What do you stand there? Bridge of Don. It's Bridge of Don. Let's go on this.
And then we turned out to sea.
Coming up to the Dundee Explorer oil rig now. It's a drilling rig parked out 10 miles offshore Aberdeen. So we're just coming up to it. You'll see it on the right-hand side of the
What was the best thing that you saw?
The harbour.
Rufus Rock Quarry coming up on the right-hand side with the big oil offices and the ring road of Aberdeen.
But all too soon, the flight was over. Right, everyone, now that we've seen what Aberdeen looks like from the plane, how has it changed your view? What looked different?
The harbour looked very big with all the boats in it and colourful. See where all the places were that you want to put in.
And you also got a big shot of the quarry.
The quarry, it looked amazing, didn't it? And what about the oil rig? Did we see the oil rig?
Yeah!
Yeah, wasn't it brilliant? Flying right round it. Okay, so we've got a lot to think about when we actually get down to drawing up the map, haven't we? The oblique photographs we had were good for recognising buildings close up, but not so good for places in the distance. So how could we get a really good vertical view of the city?
A satellite?
Satellites orbiting the Earth take photographs of the land underneath and transmit them back to Earth. These photographs can be very useful to map makers.
It gives you a sort of bird's eye view from thousands of kilometres up in the air.
The beaches like that. And there's the...
This satellite photograph shows the whole of Aberdeen.
That must be King Street, because King Street goes across the Don.
Yeah, and then you come along, you come over this way,
Is
you
that-
come to the Codonas, and then you carry on this way and you go
That
to
might be Union Street along that bit there.
I think they put a
It's
bit
some-
further
It's
up.
somewhere near
Dice, Dice.
anyway.
And then the runway. The beach is kind of a curve. It's like the bay. It's the bay. You can just kind of see the River Dee going to sea there. The harbour's just around there.
Can you see any parks?
That's Seaton Park. And that must be Victoria. And Westbourne.
Okay.
The Duthie Park must be somewhere over here near the River Dee.
So, we've got a blank sheet of paper. How are we going to start drawing up the map?
You could trace it.
Actually trace the satellite photograph, yeah?
Yes.
Then you could like copy it, but when you're copying, you could enlarge it. We could put it on a projector and put a big piece of white paper on the wall, and then if we projected it onto that white piece of paper, we could all pencil over the lines that we put on. Okay, now where will we put it? Will we take some coastline?
Yeah, because we want to get the airport on there.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah.
We want to get the Bridge of Don area in. Yeah, and we want to get the airport as well.
Okay, you're doing the outline, are you?
Yeah.
Try not to put it on too thick. Watch out. Stuart, what are you doing?
The verse.
The satellite photograph shows the outline of the city well. Large features such as parks and rivers are also quite recognisable.
There's Westbourne and Victoria Park there. Just now, King Street. Where do you think goes?
Just about Harbour area. Just
Right
around
here?
about there,
Just
and then
over
Union Street.
Union Street, we'll probably go to Union Street. Over there. Union Street.
Well, should we have a moment of truth and see what it looks like? How are we going to bring this sheet of paper over? That's very good, isn't it? Now, there's the city centre in there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, now that we've got the bare bones of the city on this overhead projector sheet, what we want to do is to project a much bigger image of it from the overhead projector onto this big sheet of paper here. And it's this piece of paper that's actually going to be the map itself. And look at that. By enlarging the image in this way, we're actually changing its scale. This will give the map makers more room to include details of all the places they've decided to put on the map. And it also means that more people can work on the map at the same time. This is looking absolutely brilliant. What, you put your pens down? You finished?
Yeah.
Right, so that's the skeleton of the map there. So you can put the projector off now and the map should still be here. Brilliant. Not everything in the city will be on the map. No map shows every single detail of a place. Our map makers have already decided which of all these thousands of things they will put on their map. And on the last day, they have to decide how they're going to represent them. Some shiny blue paper for the sea. See how many of the places you can recognise from their pictures.
Tawdry. It's the Sidewinder at Cadona's amusement park. The harbour.
King's College. Oil rigs.
The bridge off the River Don. Such a sphere.
Oh, and there's the Briggle Balgarnie.
The Winter Gardens in Dudley Park. This is His Majesty's Theatre.
These are the points of the compass. But what's this circle?
The quarry.
Karen found a good way of doing lots of houses. There are far too many in the city to show each one. Some of the pictures are drawings of the places themselves, like this one of the town house at the far end of Union Street. But other pictures show what you could do or see if you went there. If you could go anywhere in the city, where would you go? Just in time, at the end of the 5th day, the map was finished. Well, congratulations on completing the challenge. This is certainly one of the busiest and most colourful maps I've ever seen. So are you happy with it?
Yes!
Brilliant. Well, in the next programme, we'll be swapping the maps round and showing them to the other schools that we've visited and asking them what they think of them. But from everybody here at Glashieburn Primary School in Aberdeen, it's
Good night!
Thank you.